All right, let's look at misplaced phrases. This is when you say something out of order and it kind of sounds funny or it gives a different meaning. The mantra for number 11 is a descriptive phrase on the ACT must be clearly associated with and usually placed right next to the noun it describes. Number 1, my grandparents' farm was on the opposite side of my apartment in the city with the fresh air of its open pasture. So, since the apartment in the city is next to the fresh air of its open pasture, it sounds like we're describing the apartment and we want to describe the farm. B is the farm was like the opposite to my city apartment and the fresh air of the open pasture. So, the fresh air is still next to the apartment on B. C, my grandparents' farm was the opposite of my apartment in the city with the fresh air of the open pasture. The apartment in the city is still next to the fresh air. My grandparents' farm with the fresh air of its open pasture was the opposite of my apartment in the city. So D has the fresh air of its open pasture next to the farm. So that's what we want. Number 2. This was followed by my mid morning breakfast with grandma of Rice Krispies and toast with plenty of jam. It doesn't sound bad to me at all. F. Um, G is this was followed by my mid morning breakfast of Rice Krispies and toast with plenty of jam of grandma's. No way. H. This was followed by my mid morning breakfast with grandma. We ate Rice Krispies and toast with plenty of jam. Ooh, that's even better than F. Uses my semicolon, which I like, makes it very clear. So H is even better than F. This was followed by my mid morning breakfast and grandma's eating Rice Krispies and toast with plenty of jam, not J. So F and H are both good answers, and H is better than F. Three. When you bale hay out on a farm, that means it's a really hot and sweaty day. And a lot of times the guys will bale the hay and the women will cook a big meal for them because they get really hungry. Number 3, Grandma and I would go to the neighborhood ladies' brunch, but first we'd bring pails in the fields, baling hay out to the workers. No way. This one has tons of prepositions, and we've got to get them in the right order and have the right meaning. B, we would bring lunch pails in the fields, hay. No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds stupid. C, we'd bring lunch pails out to the workers baling hay in the fields. That sounds pretty good. Let's see. We'd bring lunch pails out in the fields baling hay to the workers. No, C is the most clear. We'd bring lunch pails out to the workers baling hay in the fields. The workers were baling hay. Yep, 3 is C. 4, I, I savored the familiar smell of Grandpa's work shirt. Sounds pretty nice. G, with its familiar smell, I savored Grandpa's work shirt. No. With its smell, I familiarly, that's the adding the bolo ly, that doesn't work for H. J, the familiar smell I was always savoring. No. 4 is best to just keep it no change. 5, with rhythm and simplicity, the memory of the time I spent with grandma. Or B, the memory of the rhythm and the simplicity of the time I spent with grandma. C, with rhythm and simplicity, the time of the memory I spent with grandma. D, with rhythm and simplicity, I remember the time I spent with grandma. The most clear and the least wordy is D. Go ahead and turn that in. Thank you.